Okay, James, thank you very much. It's the Wildcats against the Paris Wildcats, an old rivalry here tonight. And Tony Flippin, this is a very big game. Both teams 1-0 in district play. Paris, a terrific start to their season, 17-4, and they are ranked 12th in the state.
I meant to look that up, but this is the game of the boys' bracket. Going to get 2 picks at it. We better be on our game tonight because it's going to be fast. We got a huge crowd here, which is going to be loud, ready to go.
It is going to be a big crowd on both sides. Paris brought a lot of folks, obviously, and the fans behind us here on the home side are all the way up to the top. So, yeah,
I'm taking credit for it. I told you last game they better get their behinds in the stands, and they listened. And
they did. So we are looking, as Tony says, for a loud gym here tonight. Wildcat basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. As we told you, Paris 17-4, 1-0 in district play, and ranked 12th in the state. Wildcats coming here with a record of 8-12, but they have won 4 of their last 5 games and 3 straight. They are 1-0. Paris on Sulphur Springs on Friday night beat Pittsburgh 53-47. Paris won both games last year, 67-57 and 73-56. The Wildcats won both games 2 seasons ago, 51-39 and 42-38. And my guess is that this has been a very closely contested rivalry down through the years.
It is, and it's going to be once again. Paris has a good-looking group. It's just going to be fast. This is going to be turnover and ball control.
We're going to take a break. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST. Wildcats basketball on KSST. Your producer is James Terry in the KSST studios. Matt Jensen is our technical director and video producer, and this game is streaming on YouTube, on KSST's YouTube channel. If you want to look in, it'll be seen later on Channel 18 and on YouTube. And, of course, Tony Flippin, our color commentator. And so we are having the player introductions right now for Paris. First of all, public address announcer Brian Miller. And the starters for the Paris Wildcats, Jason Pratt, a 6-foot junior. Tyler Heath, a 6'1 junior who scored 17 points in the game here last year, including 5 three-pointers. He is also the starting quarterback on the football team. Braden Savage, a 6'2 junior. Keaton Adamson, a 5'11 senior, and he scored 18 points in the game here last year. And Jadrian Henderson, a 6'4 senior. the tallest player on the Paris roster, and he scored 13 points in the game here against Sulphur Springs last year. And so for the Wildcats tonight, the starters will be T.J. Jones, the sophomore, who had 20 points in the win over Pittsburgh Friday night. James Johnson, a junior. Jackson Schubert, a junior. Corbin Argenbright, a 5'11 senior, starting for the Wildcats. He had 25 points in the game. I believe that was against Community here, not too far back. And Jackson Virgil, the 6'4 sophomore, will start for the Wildcats tonight. Wildcats will be in their white home uniforms with gold numerals outlined in royal blue. And Paris is in navy blue uniforms, block lettering Paris on the front, and silver numerals. So we are ready to go, Tony Flippett.
Buckle up. It's going to be fast. This is fun. Been waiting on this one.
Lady Cats on the road at Paris tonight. Now, we learned today that the Lady Cats game scheduled for Friday night against Bonham. Am I right? That is Bonham on Friday night?
It is Bonham.
And that will now be played on Thursday night because of the winter weather that is coming our way. So that'll be a Thursday night game at 6:15. And we hope to see you here, but we will have the broadcast for you on KSST. Now just about to have the center jump. And it is Jackson Virgil in the center circle for Sulphur Springs and Jadrian Henderson for Paris, and the Wildcats control the tap. They are moving right to left. James Johnson running the show and gets it over to Jackson Virgil. Virgil with a move to the inside, pass into the corner to T.J. Jones. Jones driving into the paint. Now to James Johnson. Johnson driving to the baseline, and a shot from 10 feet, no good. Loose ball on the floor. Chased down and picked up by Jackson Schubert for Sulphur Springs. Skip pass to T.J. Jones. Off the mark from three on the near side. Rebound to Paris. Here come the Paris Wildcats up the floor, moving from left to right. And a three-pointer from the head of the key, no good. Rebound off the floor by James Johnson. Here come the Wildcats across the midcourt line.
Paris playing a man-to-man.
Yep.
Just like we are.
Jackson Schubert driving in, can't get his shot to go. Schubert, I should say that it was Virgil missing the shot. Then Schubert got the rebound. His shot would not go. Long lead pass down the floor. And there's the first bucket of the night for Paris. And that goes to Keaton Adamson. 2-0 Paris on the long lead pass down the floor off the rebound by the Paris Wildcats. T.J. Jones double-teamed, almost lost it. To Jackson Schubert, now to James Johnson, into the paint, runner off the glass, in and out, no good, rebound Paris. Bounce pass ahead to Tyler Heath. Heath up with the shot, off the mark, but he is fouled.
That's going to be on Jackson Schubert, his first, team first. But he prevented a layup, going to make him earn it at the line.
So Tyler Heath shooting two shots, and the first shot off the front of the rim, no good. Heath, as we told you, is the Paris quarterback in football.
Just a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's going to be a pain for a couple more.
5 3-pointers in the game here last year. Makes the second shot, 3-0 Paris. Wildcats inbound in the backcourt. Token full court pressure, one man for Paris. Wildcats get it across the midcourt line. Jackson Argenbright way outside, almost lost it. Now it's Jackson Virgil over on the far side. To Argenbright in the corner on the far side to T.J. Jones. Jones outside, has the ball knocked away, and we have a foul called on
22 Henderson.
Jadrian Henderson, the 6'4 senior, going for the steal on T.J. Jones.
We like that. He's the tallest one, like he said. I got a feeling the referee's going to let them play, but there's a limit.
Inbounds play on the far side. And Argenbright goes to T.J. Jones in the backcourt. Now it's James Johnson across the midcourt line. Now Jackson Virgil, top of the key. Drive it inside, has the ball knocked loose. Over the baseline will stay with Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, off a foot under there. We're acting like we're going to drive the middle of the lane, but it closes quickly. These guys are quick, just like we are.
Inbounds play on the baseline to the right of the basket. James Johnson bounce pass knocked away, but picked up by Jackson Virgil. And T.J. Jones for three, and too long. And the rebound on the floor comes down to Paris. Paris Wildcats on the break. They missed the shot at the other end, and rebounded for Sulphur Springs by T.J. Jones. 3-0 Paris. 5:30 to go, and a traveling call against the Wildcats. I didn't see that one.
No, I was looking away, but the offside saw it, and that's what he's supposed to be looking at, so let's trust him.
3-0 Paris. We'll try to just refer to them as Paris and not Wildcats as we go along tonight. So if we say Wildcats, that'll be the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Paris moving left to right. Over on the far side, they go to Tyler Heath. Heath pulls up. A pass now to
number 4,
Jason Pratt. And Pratt with a leaner from about 12 feet. That's 5-0 Paris.
We've had some good close-range shot. We just hadn't put one down yet.
T.J. Jones for Sulphur Springs. Skip pass to James Johnson, way off the mark on the three-pointer. And the rebound for Paris. And taking it all the way is Henderson, and he is called for charging.
22, that's 2 on him early. They're liable to go ahead and pull him out right now. So he's got both personals in the first quarter.
He drove all the way to the basket and scored, but they wave off the basket for the charging call.
And I like seeing a charging call. I mean, you got to referee defense. If you don't, you do a disservice to the game. So I like seeing that early.
Inbounds play, Corbin Argenbright to James Johnson. Johnson guarded by Jason Pratt as he comes across the midcourt line. Left-hand dribble. Bounce pass, Jackson Virgil. Now to Schubert. And they swing it around. Down low for Virgil. And he finds Schubert on the backside but can't get the shot to go. And a loose ball picked up by Schubert again. The missed shot from about 6 feet. And here comes Paris with a 5-0 lead. 4:17 left to go first quarter. And a three-pointer by Tyler Heath off the mark, and the rebound James Johnson. Lost his balance, lost the ball. Inside for the shot go the Paris Wildcats, and we have a foul, I believe, on James Johnson.
Be on Johnson. He got it. He was off balance on the rebound and kind of flicked it to Jackson, and he had his back turned, so that was just bad luck there.
Jensen Jumper and Gio Ibarra about to come into the ballgame. Free throw here for Tyler Heath, and he makes the first one. He's 2 of 3 so far. It's a 6-0 Paris lead. Second shot coming for Tyler Heath.
We can't afford to let them get that big of a lead. We got to get something going. That and came back.
Bounces around a couple of times and goes down. So 7-0. Paris on top. Halfway through the first quarter, Gio Ibarra comes across the midcourt line, and the ball knocked loose and picked up in the lane for Paris. Long pass down the floor, and the layup won't go, but it's batted around, and Paris keeps the ball. Paris with the ball in the front court, leading 7-0. 3:42 left to go first quarter. Tyler Heath to Keaton Adamson. Adamson guarded by Jensen Jumper. Pass underneath. And a foul. Jason Pratt got it about 5 feet from the basket and went up for the shot.
TJ
was fouled by T.J. Jones. Great pass there.
Yeah, we've lost sight of him. He was standing in the lane, nobody messing with him.
This is Markeldrick Finch at the line. Misses the first shot. He's a football player, wide receiver, 6'3", senior.
We're going to have to make sure we get an offside back on defense because Paris is really running.
It's the second shot, and it's 8-0. Paris over Sulphur Springs very early, though. 8:32 to go. First period, Wildcats take a timeout. Wildcats basketball on KSST.
Sorry.
One spot. Wildcats basketball on KSST. It's brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. Paris off to a great start, leading 8-0. Number 12 team in 4A basketball in Texas with a 17-4 record. Jensen jumper gets it in on the baseline under pressure to Gio Ibarra. Ibarra, the left-hand dribble, guarded by Brandon Shares, and gets it across the midcourt line. Now Ibarra over on the far side, guarded by Tyler Heath for Paris. And the ball knocked free for a moment, but Gio gets it back now to Jackson Virgil with a nice move. Backdoor pass to TJ Jones. Now another pass to Ibarra. And ball got free but picked up for Sulphur Springs. This is TJ Jones on the near side baseline to Jackson Virgil. Now to Argenbright. Argenbright driving in. Back outside to Ibarra. Jackson Virgil pulls up for a jumper and good. That's a two-pointer.
There we go.
Jackson Virgil, the first bucket for Sulphur Springs from about 18 feet.
Paris is very active defensively. We're going to have good ball movement to get the open shot.
8-2.
Steal by Argenbright after a Virgil tip.
Argenbright comes up with it. Here's Gio Ibarra across the midcourt line. Brings a lot of energy anytime he's in the game.
He's coming off his best game, so hopefully he can duplicate it.
Ibarra around a pick by Jensen jumper. Here's a three-pointer in the corner for Sulphur Springs, off the mark by Corbin Argenbright. Long rebound comes out to Paris, and this is Tyler Heath across the midcourt line. Do we have a tie ball?
Tie ball, it'll stay with Paris.
2:01 to go, first quarter.
A little bit of attitude on both sides. They know this is a tough game, so referees did a good job getting them going.
Paris going to keep the ball after that held ball. Tyler Heath coming out of the game.
I can't figure, they got a new coach and his dress. I can't figure if he's a 1950s vacuum door-to-door salesman or a politician. he's one of them.
Justin Hales is the head coach of the Paris Wildcats, and he is dressed to the nines. 8-2 Paris. They get the ball in on the inbounds play. Here's a nice move to the basket by Keyshawn Roberts, who just came into the game, and he lays it off the glass for two.
We were in good shape, and then all of a sudden we cleared, and he was able to go for the layup.
10-2 Paris. Gio Ibarra with a runner in the lane. Bounces once and then does not come through the net. And the rebound to Paris. Into the front court. Into the paint. Pulling up with the shot and a traveling call.
Same guy got the travel on each end now, so that's going to be his job tonight when he's over on the opposite side.
You're talking about the official.
Yep.
You know any of these guys?
No, I don't know. Well, I know of them. This is the best crew Paris chapter has. They'll do a good job. But a lot of times nobody calls travel, and that's frustrating. I like seeing travel. I like seeing charges.
Argenbright gets it into James Johnson now. Jensen jumper for a three on the near side. In and out. Is that Argenbright?
Yes, sir.
Argenbright cleans it up with the offensive board and puts it back for the bucket. And it's a 10-4 ball game. Paris working the ball in the front court. We have a foul on James Johnson.
24. Argenbright.
Oh, it was Argenbright. Yeah, I didn't see that correctly then. Argenbright the foul, which is good because James Johnson would have had two. Now he's coming out. You sure it was Argenbright?
They signaled 24.
Okay, we'll watch it.
We'll have to see.
Inbounds play on the baseline to the right of the basket in the front court. Here is a three-pointer for Paris. Way off the mark and off the heel into the corner on the far side. They chased it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Sulphur Springs.
Yeah, they put up 24.
Oh, we're putting the...
We did for that one anyway, so that'll be great.
Putting the player fouls on the scoreboard. That's a
blessing.
That's a treat. Wildcats get it in the backcourt. Arkin Bright to T.J. Jones. Jones driving all the way inside.
Too much 1-and-1, another travel.
Kind of lost his balance there and shuffled his feet.
He was getting pressure. Paris had their hands on it, but still, you got to be responsible for it. We're going to have to pass before we get in that double team.
10-4, Paris leads. Paris on attack, and here is a three-point attempt off the heel, no good, and a hustling rebound by Corbin Argenbright off the floor. And he gets it to T.J. Jones ahead to Jackson Virgil. Virgil into the paint, pulls up, goes to Ibarra. Ibarra to the glass, misses, but Jackson Virgil with the putback. Virgil with 2 buckets in the first quarter, and the Wildcats cut that lead to 4. It has been as many
big bucket.
They have led, Paris has, by as many as 8.
That one's going to be on Jackson, I'm pretty sure.
A drive inside by Keaton Armstrong, or Adamson.
Yep, that's on Virgil, so that's his first, and that's our team 4th. It's going to be a shooting foul.
Ten to 6, Paris. Now all the players have left the floor. Here is at the line, Keaton Adamson. He makes the first shot. What's the situation here where the teams are removed from the court?
Well, I don't know.
Second shot, also good. It wasn't a technical call, was it?
I don't think it was. But he made both. A lot of times you'll see him pull them off on the first one since it's not live.
Now, scoreboard, and this is what I had. They show now 5 fouls on Sulphur Springs.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. So Paris is in the bonus now for the rest of the quarter.
Okay.
And we have a timeout
Must
underway.
have called a timeout and just letting him shoot. I don't know what they did.
12 to 6, Paris leading. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST. One spot. Levels okay. Paris leading Sulphur Springs 12 to 6. Late in the first quarter.
We're getting our shots. We got to finish. We're trying to be too soft and just barely not use the board. We're going to have to learn to use the board. There's a lot of contact up there.
Paris got out to an 8-0 lead, but the Wildcats now have cut that to 12 to 6. Sulphur Springs will inbound at midcourt over on the far side. Jensen jumper gets it into T.J. Jones.
That was quarter change. That's how crazy. That's all it was.
Lost sight of that.
Yeah.
Here's a move inside by Corbin Argenbright, and he misses the layup. Here comes Paris back the other way, and a missed shot, and offensive rebound, and up with the putback is Mark Heldrick Finch. Yeah, we just lost sight of the end of the quarter.
Just lost sight of the end of the quarter is all it was, and they fouled with no time on the clock.
8-point lead for Paris, and here's one coming right at us. As Wildcats throw it away. I think that was T.J. Jones going for Argan.
Yeah, just put too much arc on it.
Almost bounced onto the table here.
Yeah.
14 to 6, Paris.
We've got to get very active on the defensive boards and not let them have any. They've got some jumpers, and we're going to have to get underneath because right now we're coming out tall, and they're having people get deep and getting the board.
And here's a move to the basket, and a missed shot for Paris. And Jackson Virgil gets the rebound. The missed shot by Keaton Armstrong. Nice feed to Jackson Schubert. And Schubert with the reverse layup. 14 to 8. 6-point lead for Paris. And a missed shot from the corner, rebounded by Argenbright for Sulphur Springs. Here come the Wildcats. Schubert on the baseline on the pass from T.J. Jones, and has to go to the floor to corral the ball. Is it
going to be a jump? That's going to stay with us.
Got away from Schubert for a moment there, and there was a big pileup over on the far side.
They really need quick whistles on the tie balls tonight because there's some attitudes going. Oh, it isn't. It's going to them. I didn't mark since we didn't realize it was a quarter. I didn't mark it down, so this is their ball. So it's going to act as a turnover.
Into the front court comes the navy blue clad Paris Wildcats. Tyler Heath back in the ball game at the head of the key, guarded by Jackson Jensen. And now they go around to the far side, driving inside with a runner from 4 feet, and that is Jason Pratt with his second field goal of the night. 16-8. That lead is back out to 8 points for Sulphur Springs, or for Paris, I should say. And Jackson Virgil misses a three-pointer, rebounded by Jaden Henderson for Paris. And they are on the break here. Oh. Pass inside. Going up and missing the shot is Henderson, but there's a foul call.
They're calling that on Virgil, and that was all ball. He just went violently at it, and he just decided to call it. So that's a tough break for Jackson.
Second foul on Jackson Virgil. 2-shot situation for Jadrian Henderson. He misses the first shot.
That's bad luck for Jackson because he started to get his action going inside.
And the second shot is good. 17-8. That's the biggest lead at 9 points for Paris.
Yep. We've got to get some shots and keep it close.
Wildcats on offense in the front court. Jackson Schubert in the paint, kicks it back outside for Jones, who has not connected yet. He misses from 3-point territory. Paris chases it down in the corner, and the Wildcats contesting the ball, and now
that's just out of bounds. Gio did a great job of stealing that ball, but when he leaned back to try to throw it to a teammate, he leaned on the out-of-bounds strike. Good hustle. Now we got Jenner Hare coming in first time in place of Jackson. This is going to be a critical time. 5:35 left till half, and we've got a 9-point game. Let's see how Jenner can hold down in the paint.
Paris on offense in the front court. Skip pass there to Tyler Heath. Another skip pass over to the far side. Goes to Keaton Armstrong, or Adams. I keep calling him Armstrong. Here is Tyler Heath for 3. He is dangerous. And that one a little bit too long. And the rebound for Sulphur Springs.
No, that is Hare.
Jenner Hare got the rebound.
He did his job on that first one. Just knocked out of bounds. Still Wildcats ball.
Inbounds play over on the far side, and Corbin Argenbright will inbound to Gio Ibarra. 17-8 Paris. 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Token pressure in the back court just by the point guard.
Ibarra driving to the right side, and now Ibarra making a move to the basket. Banks it high off the glass for the bucket. Gio Ibarra, nice move. 17-10, the lead is 7 for Paris. And here's a 3-pointer for Jadrian Henderson from the top of the key.
That hurt.
10-point lead for Paris, 20-10.
First 3-pointer of the ball game, either side.
Ibarra across the midcourt line, picks up speed into the paint, and again there's some shoving and short tempers down there as they all went to the floor.
This is going to stay with Sulphur. That's why I'm saying the referees have got a big job if they get a tie ball. They got to get in there. Seems like Gio's been in on every one of them. Pulling Gio out right now. Just give him a blow because he's going to make something happen.
James Johnson takes his place. Wildcats inbound to the right side of the basket in the front court. P.J. Jones goes to Jackson Schubert. Now to James Johnson into the paint. The runner around the banker off the glass for James Johnson is good. His first field goal of the night, 20-12. The lead is 8 for Paris. Paris moving left to right into the front court. Pass inside, great pass, and they missed the easy shot in front of the basket. Braden Savage couldn't get it to go. Here come the Wildcats, taken away by Paris in the paint. And up the floor on the dribble, and an alley-oop
Henderson
is good to Jadrian Henderson from Keaton Adamson. What a break that was. A fast break for Paris. 22-12, 10-point lead again for the Paris Wildcats. Here is a three-pointer by T.J. Jones off the mark. Rebounded by James Johnson. And Johnson going for the bucket, and he is fouled.
Hopefully that's on 22, but I don't know. I don't think so. 11. Savage is first.
Savage. I just got them with 2 fouls. Is that right?
If that, I've got it as just the first. I've got each team with 1 in the second quarter.
At the line, James Johnson, and he misses the first shot. Johnson is a 35% free throw shooter, averaging 4.4 per game.
3:31 left. We need to close the gap by 2 to 4 points here.
Second shot for Johnson, fouled in the act of shooting. Nice backspin, and it goes down. 3 points in the game for James Johnson, the Wildcat junior. Zone defense here for Sulphur Springs. Tyler Heath on the near side for Paris. Back to Henderson, back to Heath.
I actually like the zone against Paris because they're so quick and they actually have a height advantage on us. So this keeps us back toward the goal.
Adamson backs off out toward near midcourt. Here's a three-pointer for Henderson. Long three from the right side of the arc.
And he banked it too. So 30-second timeout for the Wildcats, I think.
25-13.
For Paris.
And it's a 12-point lead for Paris. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST. Paris with a 25-13 lead over the Wildcats. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Wildcats have the ball in the backcourt. Corbin Argenbright, the senior, will inbound. Full court pressure for Paris. Not an all-out full court press. And now they back off as the Wildcats approach midcourt. James Johnson over to Argenbright on the far side. Argenbright to Jenner Hare, top of the key. To James Johnson. Here's a three-pointer for T.J. Jones. And rims out, rebound to Tyler Heath for Paris.
That looked good. We had a couple of
nice pass inside, and the shot missed. But the putback for Henderson is good. The shot was missed by Savage, but Henderson cleans it up. Henderson now with 9 points, all in the second quarter. 14-point lead for Paris, 27-13.
Right now, we got no answer for Henderson on rebounds or anything else.
Jackson Virgil moving inside, puts up a shot from 10 feet. It's off the mark, but he is fouled.
And it was on Virgil, and that's his third.
So they called the offensive foul on
No, it's on the rebound. That's going to be his third, and he's done for the half.
Missed the shot, and I thought he had been fouled on the shot.
He went over the back.
Called him for the foul, going for the rebound. 27-13 Paris. Number 12 team in boys 4A basketball in Texas this week. Tyler Heath on a pass from Adamson. And now it's Henderson way out near midcourt, guarded by Argenbright. Wildcats still in what looks like a 2-3 zone. May have some matchup qualities there. Here it's Tyler Heath, and he is dangerous from three-point territory. Hits one from the corner on the far side. 30-13, a 17-point lead for Paris. Wildcats get it inside.
There we go.
Argenbright, and he banks it off the left side.
And got the foul, so that's going to be a foul on Heath.
Foul on number 5, Tyler Heath.
His first, team second. So a chance for a three-point play with minute 26 left.
30-15. Did you see who made the pass to Argenbright?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Yeah, it was. Come on in there.
And bounces twice on the heel, won't fall. Free throw. Argenbright with 4 points. 30-15. And Paris gets inside, misses the shot. Get the offensive board, back up for another shot that's off, but we have a foul.
Had to foul there. They were fixed to get a layup. 24, Argenbright. That's his second.
Yep.
Fourth. Team third.
They just put 4 on. They're back to 3. You're right, Tony.
This is 0, Finch. So he's 0 for 1.
Now Keldrick, Finch, and Henderson coming out of the game now, who's had a huge second quarter for Paris.
Yep.
Kevin Reed in the game. Second shot also no good. Batted around and taken by Schubert for Sulphur Springs. To Johnson. Johnson, the left-hand dribble, will bring it across the midcourt line. And Johnson into the corner to T.J. Jones. Jones finally knocks down a 3.
That's badly needed there.
30-18. The lead is 12 now. Paris on top. Tyler Heath moving to his right. Nice bounce pass. And taken away by James Johnson for Sulphur Springs, however. And now not free for Paris, but picked up by T.J. Jones. And Jones swarmed by a couple of Paris defenders. Ball batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Sulphur Springs.
Helter-skelter there. This is one where they're letting them play a little too rough. There's a lot of contact, but fortunately Argenbright threw it off a Paris player and maintained possession.
James Johnson inbounds on the near side. Down low, it is taken away for Paris, and the layup at the other end by Keaton Armstrong, or Adamson, I keep saying Armstrong. What a steal. He takes it all the way for the easy layup. 32-18, James Johnson. Knifes inside for Sulphur Springs with the left-hand shot, and no good off the glass. Back down the other end, and we have a foul called on the Wildcats.
It's going to be on Argenbright, I believe, 24. That's his third.
T.J. Jones coming out of the game, and Jensen Jumper in his place.
12.8 seconds left. We need to see if we can get a rebound and not let them score anything else.
Inbounds play for Paris to the left of the basket. There's an air ball for 3.
There we go.
And we have a foul.
It's not going to be a shooting foul, though. Number 0, his first.
Keldrick Finch.
Paris is third, so still not going to shoot. Only 5 seconds left, so all we can do is try to get us a good shot. Maybe we can throw a 3 in there right at the buzzer. 5.4 left. We got to go full length.
Wildcats will inbound in the backcourt to the right of the basket. Full court pressure now for Paris. 4 seconds, and Argenbright, not Argenbright, but Gio, right? Put it up from near midcourt.
He had 3 more seconds to go and take a 3-pointer. That was bad management there. Tough luck for Gio. So now just no foul, get the half.
0.6 seconds showing the inbound, and that's it. End of the half. And Paris, a strong first half here on the Wildcats' home floor, leading 32-18. A 14-point lead at halftime for the Paris Wildcats. We'll come back and recap the first half with you, but Wildcats basketball continues after this on KSST.
A 20-point quarter for them.
You had them with 12 in the first.
12 and 20. We had 6 and 12.
Yeah, okay. James, can you run 4 minutes of spots here? I'm going to try to go down and check the scorebook.
Introducing the SSCD cheerleaders.
I'm going to go over them right quick for Paris.
Yeah.
I've got Inch with 3 points, 1 foul. Yeah, there.
Wildcats basketball on KSST. Paris leading at halftime here, 32-18. Tony, let's go ahead and check the Paris scoring as you had already started to do.
Next one is Roberts with 2.
Yeah.
Pratt with 4.
Right.
Heath with 5.
6.
I've got, 6. I can't add. Adamson with 6.
Yep.
And Henderson with 3, 6, 8, 10, 11.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
All right.
And I went down and checked the scorebook, so I feel like I'm pretty accurate here.
For Sulphur, Ibera has 2.
Yep.
T.J. Jones 3.
Correct.
James Johnson 3.
Yep.
Schubert 2.
Yep.
Argenbright 4.
Right.
And Virgil 4.
Right. All correct.
How do our fouls look? There really weren't that many. Did you check them?
Yes, I did. So I've got Argenbright and Jackson Virgil with 3 fouls
each,
for Sulphur Springs. T.J. Jones has 1, and James Johnson and Jackson Schubert each have 1.
Correct.
And only 5.
Only 5 fouls all together. Nobody. Well, Henderson has 2. He got the first 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, Mark Heldrick Finch has 1. Tyler Heath has 1, and Braden Savage has 1. So it has been a rough first half for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, and obviously Paris pretty much delivering as advertised as they come in here with a 17-4 record and ranked 12th in the state. And boy, for a basketball, Wildcats have looked very strong of late. They have won 3 in a row and 4 of the last 5 after a slow start. But so far tonight, little too much basketball talent and a strong showing here in the first half for the Paris Wildcats, leading 32-18. We told you before that the Lady Cats game against Bonham that was scheduled for Friday night here has been moved to Thursday because we are expecting such bad weather starting to come in on Friday evening. So that game will be at 6:15 Thursday as the Lady Cats play the Bonham Lady Warriors, and we'll have that broadcast for you on KSST. And Lady Cats playing at Paris tonight. So to look at the standings in the district, both boys and girls, and the girls are ahead of the boys as always in terms of the schedule. But for boys basketball, Paris, Sulphur Springs, and Pleasant Grove all at 1-0. Pittsburgh, North Lamar, and Bonham at 0-1. Last Friday night, Paris beat North Lamar 78-48. Pleasant Grove over Bonham 78-37. Sulphur Springs beat Pittsburgh 53-47. As far as the season records, Paris, as we said, 17-4. Sulphur Springs 8-12. Pleasant Grove 15-7. None of the other teams have winning records. Pittsburgh 4-11, North Lamar 5-10, Bonham 3-16. Tonight, Pittsburgh is at Pleasant Grove, and Bonham is at North Lamar in boys basketball. 4A girls, North Lamar and Pleasant Grove are tied for the lead at 3-0 in the district. Sulphur Springs, Pittsburgh, and Paris at 1-2. Bonham at 0-3. North Lamar with a 16-9 record overall. Pleasant Grove 21-4. They really looked strong when they beat the Lady Cats here about a week ago. Sulphur Springs 11-13. Pittsburgh 10-8. But the Lady Cats beat Pittsburgh on Saturday. What was the final score there? I think I wrote that down somewhere. Lady Cats won by game 57-47, I believe it was. Yes, 57-47 Saturday. Paris 6-13, Bonham 9-13. Last Friday night, Pleasant Grove over Bonham 66-36. North Lamar beat Paris. This is girls basketball 82-34. And as we said in the game Saturday, Sulphur Springs over Pittsburgh 57-47. Pleasant Grove girls at Pittsburgh tonight. North Lamar at Bonham. And coming up on Friday night, it'll be a big matchup, Tony, in girls basketball. Pleasant Grove at North Lamar. That'll be a great game. Hang on.
That'll be the equivalent of this game here. That's the game of the district. Wildcats coming back out. Let's hope we got a good halftime speech from Coach Mitchum, and we can turn these halves around and make a ball game out of this. But Paris appears to be what they were cracked up to be.
Paris last season won the district with a 9-1 record. They were 25-7 for the season. Went 2-1 in the playoffs. They ended up losing to Dallas Carter in the third round. A lot of these guys on this team tonight were with that team last year, Tony. This is a veteran team.
And when you start 3 sophomores with some veterans, that's pretty good. They're going to be here for a couple more years, too.
6 seniors on the Paris roster.
Well, only 2 of them start, so had 3 sophomores and 2 seniors starting. So they've got a pedigree coming and going to stay with it. But we got some bright stars on our side, too. We just couldn't pull the saran wrap off of the top in that first quarter. We got some really good point-blank shots and just couldn't finish.
Right.
We could have easily had 6 or 8 more points in the first quarter from the shots we had.
Paris jumped out to an 8-0 lead in the game. Wildcats got the lead down to 4 points at the end of the first quarter. Actually, that was 6, but before the end of the first quarter, it was down to 4. And Paris has led by as many as 17 points.
Ooh, I didn't realize it had gotten that far.
Paris with the ball to start the second half, moving from right to left, and a missed shot, and Corbin Argenbright rebounds for Sulphur Springs. Here come the Wildcats with Gio Ibarra. Ibarra to T.J. Jones for a three-pointer right side of the arc.
Start it.
His second three-pointer. Get him hot, and that'll change things.
And that's very important to hit from deep and pull them out from under and give us a chance for some rebounding too. It all works in concert, so that's a very big shot.
32-21. It's an 11-point lead now for the Paris Wildcats. They're working from right to left in the front court. And lost the ball over the baseline there. I couldn't see it, but there's too many people in the way.
Ball out. Turnover going back Wildcats' way, so that's good. Got a chance to start out with 5 or 6 unanswered in the third quarter. That's what we need, a little bit of a streak.
Gio Ibarra across the midcourt line over to James Johnson. Johnson with a spinning move into the paint and lays it off the glass with the left hand. What a move by James Johnson.
That's ESPN worthy right there. 360 and finished with his left hand.
32-23. The lead is 9 for Paris. Henderson driving in, misses the shot off the glass. Johnson the rebound on the run. And a break. And over to T.J. Jones, and his runner off the glass, no good. Tyler Heath coming back the other way. Henderson up with the shot at the other end. Missed and rebounded by Jenner Hare. Here come the Wildcats. Argenbright going to Hare down low.
Got a player down. So we're going to have, that's Henderson. Coaches are mad because it didn't stop play, but you got to go ahead and keep it when somebody's got an advantage.
That was Jadrian Henderson, who had 11 points in the first half, all in the second quarter, but he's walking to the bench on his own power.
Both ends were mad at the officials for no foul call. I know darn well we were down here. He hit him on the arm, and I got a feeling Henderson got fouled too. So we're going to have ball out for the Wildcats under our own goal. 32-23, 6:32 left in the third.
Paris tipped the ball over the baseline on that Wildcats fast break. Gio Ibarra, left side of the basket. T.J. Jones, three-pointer, near corner, good. He has hit 3 straight three-pointers going back to the first half now, and that lead is down to 6.
This is exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed.
32-26 now, the Paris lead.
Going to be timeout. Oh, no, they're just fixing the net. So see if we can get one more stop here and then another 1, 2, or 3 down there, and this thing's fixing to lock up.
6:22 in the third quarter.
We got Gio starting the second half. He didn't start the game, and he's been an activist.
Wildcats, let's see, they look like they're in a man-to-man here.
Yeah,
Tony.
they're changing up a little, and they played zone early, so we'll see.
Paris working in the front court. Driving the baseline, ball taken away from Jason Pratt. Gio Ibarra comes up with it. Long lead pass down to T.J. Jones. Trying to go to Jenner Hare. And it is tipped out of bounds, and the Wildcats will keep it.
A lot of action. There's a lot of action going on.
Jenner Hare seeing a lot of action tonight.
Yep, he has.
Bounce pass. Ibarra for Argenbright. Banker off the left side, good.
There's no way he can get that through 3 sets of hands right there. He's the shortest one.
32-28, the lead is 4. A missed shot and the rebound for Sulphur Springs by Jenner Hare.
And foul. I think that's going to be on 0. Yep. It is his second.
Markeldrick Finch.
Team's first in the third quarter. And Paris wants to talk about it, I think.
Timeout with Paris leading 32-28. Wildcats basketball continues after this on KSST. $17 down to 4 sounds pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Tony pointed out during the break here that the Wildcats were down by 17 points at one point in the first half. They have cut that lead down to 4. They finally got T.J. Jones hot.
But everybody's hustling. I think Gio at the point that we've had a couple of steals down there. Here's the problem. When you get down big, a lot of times you spend all your energy catching up, and then all of a sudden you can't quite get over the hump.
Right.
We've got to maintain this. So it's going to be our ball out, 5:36 left in the third quarter, down 4.
Inbounds play in the backcourt for Sulphur Springs. Argenbright going to Ibarra. Paris going for the steal. That was Tyler Heath, but Ibarra keeps it. And Ibarra with a head of steam over the midcourt line to T.J. Jones in the corner.
He feels it.
Oh, boy.
3 threes, and we got a 1-point ball game.
Down to 1 point, 32-31. Paris has the ball, working in the front court. Driving the baseline, and we have a whistle.
Going to get Gio on that one, but that's going to be his. Number 3, that's his first, team first. Going to be Paris's ball under the bucket.
Inbounds play to the right of the basket in the front court for Paris.
Really important possession here. See if we can get a stop without giving it up.
Great feed there on the inbounds play. They get an open shot at the basket. No good, but we have a foul inside.
I didn't see that one. Called it on Gio after he fell through.
So 2 quick fouls on Gio Ibarra. He's got his palms up, saying, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, the shooter went from the left side to the right and fell into him.
Inbounds play to the right side of the basket. Paris in the front court with the ball. Here's a three-pointer. Rattles off, no good. Argenbright the rebound.
Here we
for
go.
Sulphur Springs. The shot missed by Brandon Shores. And taken away by Tyler Heath for Paris. Back the other way. Heath misses the layup, but he is fouled.
Well, Gio had to there. That's 3 quick ones on him.
Boy, 3 just right in a row against Gio Ibarra. Still 32-31, a 1-point lead for Paris. Now this will send Tyler Heath to the line.
To the line for 2. They haven't scored yet, but I figure that's fixing to change.
Haven't scored here in the third quarter. Heath had 6 points in the first half, and he makes the shot here to give him 7. 6'1" junior, who is also the Paris football quarterback.
I think he's just sophomore.
Check on that.
They announced him as a sophomore.
Wildcat fans making a lot of noise, and misses the second shot, and James Johnson chases down the rebound in the corner. Gets it to Corbin Argenbright near midcourt. Argenbright to T.J. Jones. Guarded closely, man-to-man defense for Paris, and T.J. throws it away over the baseline.
Right now, we're not getting the same calls on our offensive end. They're allowing Paris to body us up more. So
man-to-man defense for Sulphur Springs. Paris working the front court. There's the three-pointer for Tyler Heath, in and out. Rebound goes to Jenner Hare for the Wildcats. And back to T.J. Jones, and now to James Johnson across the midcourt line. Ball is knocked loose. They chase it down over the sideline. It's going to go back to Paris.
Tough luck there. They tipped it, and both of them went out, and we just got on the line. We're going to have a 30-second timeout with 4:11 left in the third from Sulphur.
33-31, Paris leads by 2. That's Wildcats basketball on KSST. One spot.
We cannot afford to throw the ball away.
Wildcats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. It's an inbounds play for Paris. In the backcourt over on the far side, Tyler Heath will throw it in. Wildcats back off. And across the midcourt line is Keyshawn Roberts for Paris. He's a jumper, and too long. And the rebound chased down by Jensen Jumper for Sulphur Springs goes back to Jackson Virgil, who's back in the game with 3 fouls. And here come the Wildcats into the front court. James Johnson driving inside and with a left hand off the glass shot, no good, but looks like we have a foul.
Number 2, that's his first.
Keyshawn Roberts, 5'10"
That was a good
senior.
job of forcing the issue by Johnson.
So Johnson can tie the game here. And misses the free throw. Johnson with 5 points in the game. He's averaging 4.4 per game.
We need every free throw we can get this second half.
Conference taking place between Tyler Mitchum and one of the officials, and here's the second shot good by James Johnson. Down to 1 point for the second time, 33-32. Paris on top. Here is Tyler Heath for 3, nails it.
That hurt, but can't keep them down forever.
Heath 10 points in the game. That's his first 3-pointer, I believe.
Yep.
No, he had one other.
Did he?
36-32, 4-point lead for Paris. Wildcats working the ball in the front court. Virgil lost it, but T.J. Jones was right there, and he makes a move to the inside. Little teardrop shot from in front of the basket won't go. Here comes Paris with the rebound up the floor, and it is out of bounds at the end of the floor and will stay with Paris.
I tell you what, they're missing some calls. We had Henderson on the floor that you had either a block or a charge. You got to blow the whistle, one way or the other.
Inbounds play for Paris over on the far side. Wildcats in a man-to-man defense. There's a move to the inside. Nice move. Shot won't go. Gets his own rebound back up with it. And this one falls. This is Keaton Adamson, who had 18 points in the game here last year. He scores the bucket, and he is fouled.
Number 11.
T.J. Jones.
Right now, we are not getting the calls. That's our 4th. Who is this? Henderson, and has a 2-point bucket and a free throw.
Okay, I gave the Adamson the credit for that, so that was Henderson instead of Adamson.
Yep.
All right, fine. That's 13 then for Henderson.
And the free throw.
Makes the free throw.
39-32.
Lead back out to 7 for Paris with 2:54 to go in the third quarter.
We cannot afford turnovers.
Argenbright gets it in to James Johnson. Johnson across the midcourt line. Johnson all the way and shovels it up and scores. Wow. James Johnson, the junior for the Wildcats, takes it the length of the floor off the inbounds play.
We've got to get stops, though.
39-34.
There we go. Got one.
Takeaway there by Jensen Jumper. Jumper all the way down, and the layup in and out, no good, but the putback goes for Sulphur Springs.
Virgil with the rebound and putback.
Who was the putback?
Virgil.
Jackson Virgil cleans it up.
Turnover and back to the Wildcats.
Paris loses the ball at the other end over the baseline. 39-36, a 3-point lead for Paris. They have led by as many as 17 in the game.
If we'll quit jumping down there, they're primed for charges. Here comes Gio. No, he's gonna hold him a little bit.
Gio Ibarra with 3 fouls.
Yep, they're keeping him out.
Argenbright also has 3. Jackson Virgil also has 3. Both of them are in the game. Jensen Jumper out top of the key on a pass from Argenbright. Driving to the baseline. Hits it from about 12 feet.
Great job. Stayed under control. Now, tight defense, Wildcats are back in the zone.
Lead down to 1, 39-38. Here is a runner. Comes up a little bit short for Paris. And it is Virgil that gets the rebound for Sulphur Springs to Johnson across the midcourt line. Wildcats could actually take the lead. Here's Argenbright for 3. In and out, no good.
Oh, man.
Twice on the rim.
Okay, we need to draw a charge. There it is. That's a charge. Oh, my goodness. There is no way that's a charge. Put that on James Johnson, his second. The referee in C had already come up to the charge call, but they've got this guy in the pocket right now. I hate to say that.
39-38, a 1-point lead for Paris with 1:21 left to go third quarter. At the line is Keaton Adamson. Eyes the bucket, and the free throw spins out. Adamson with 6 points.
We've got 5 fouls. They've only got 2, and they've been pressing us hard. That's just not the way it is. But the C official was coming up. It was a clear charge.
Paris now in the bonus for the rest of the quarter with the Wildcats at 5 fouls.
Yeah, that hurts.
Argenbright out, and Jackson Schubert takes his place.
Need to make sure we get the rebound. If they miss this one, don't give them anything cheap.
Adamson bends his knees, backspin, misses. Batted around, off the hands of Jackson Virgil, and then off the hands of one of the Paris Wildcats.
Got lucky there, so now we badly need something. Down 1, minute 21 left.
Jensen jumper will inbound for Sulphur Springs. Full court pressure in the backcourt. They're counting it down. Bounce pass for Gio Ibarra. Bounces off of him. They take it away. And a easy shot missed inside for Paris. A putback good. Will it count?
Oh, yeah, it'll count. It's down at their end. Number 11. We are right now. That's on Jones. Count the bucket for 13 again, and one more free throw.
Kevin Reed, the basket, his first.
Yeah.
Ball had been taken away, and there was a missed shot, I think, by Reed, but he got his own rebound back up and scored. Now he makes the free throw.
Yeah. Well, one thing you got to do is you got to make sure you're going to foul him. Don't let him make the bucket. 42-38.
Inbounds play in the backcourt. And jumper goes to Gio Ibarra. A minute 10 to go, third quarter. Gio loses control of the ball, and it is taken away in the paint by Henderson for Paris. Pass across the midcourt line, and we have play stopped. Again, tempers are flaring out there.
That's on Gio. That's 4 on Gio.
Boy.
Other than being his 4th, that was a good foul. We are not getting the calls at the moment. And I hate to say it.
Some discussion among the officials as one of them comes to the scorer's table now.
2 shots because of the excessive fouls there. We're going to 5.
Well, was it, or is this a bonus? They're in the bonus, so
that's
anyway.
what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
That's why it hurt.
I see what you mean.
This is number 1, so he's 0 for the first one.
Paris in the bonus with a minute to go in the third quarter. Again, you go to the bonus in high school basketball with a 5th foul, and then you shoot 2 shots. Second
1
shot
out of
good.
2. We've got to get some protection down at this end, or we got no chance.
Back out to a 5-point lead now for Paris. While Sulphur Springs Wildcats had cut it to 1 a couple of times this quarter. What a comeback for Sulphur Springs. Wildcats on offense in the front court. James Johnson knocking inside with a runner. Misses, but Jackson Virgil rebounds and puts it back off the glass for the bucket. 8 points for Jackson Virgil.
I tell you what, we got foul going to the bucket there too, and now we got another foul call. This is horrible. That's on jumper, his first. Of course, it's 2 more shots. This one for Heath.
Tyler Heath, good shooter, makes the shot. It'll be 10 points now for Tyler Heath in the game. 44-40, 4-point lead for Paris. Second shot, also good.
Well,
nothing but net.
If they keep letting them play down at this end like they are right now, we got no chance. They got a steal and a bucket, I guess, number 1.
That was Brandon Shores. Wildcats coming back up the floor now. It's a 47-40 lead for Paris.
And they're calling that one on 12. Every foul is going against us right now.
Wildcats had cut it down to 1, but now back out to 7 at 47-40 with 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
This is just, I've never seen one like this. Every single call is going against us, and I do not like talking about officials.
Tyler Mitchum, the Wildcats head coach, out on the floor contesting with one of the officials. Now going to the line is Brandon Shores, and he makes the first shot. Did we get the foul? The foul was on.
The foul was on 12. Johnson's got 3.
James Johnson got the foul, makes the second shot, does the Paris Wildcat there, Brandon Shores. 49-40, it's back out to a 9-point lead for Paris.
Well, again, if they're going to let Paris play defense like this and not call something, we have no chance.
Inbounds play for Sulphur Springs. And they get it into James Johnson, now to T.J. Jones, now to Virgil, and coming in from the left side, that is
Schubert.
Jackson Schubert with a banker off the glass. Schubert, great ball movement there by the Wildcats. 49-42, three-pointer in and out for Paris. Rebound Jackson Virgil. 13 seconds to go. Now we have the foul. This one will go against Paris.
Number 11, his second.
Braden Savage.
Team's third. We got 49-42 is right. 12.6 left. We need to finish this with a goal. Then we'll have us a barn burner in the fourth. Maybe Paris is getting all the breaks this third quarter, but I hope they do a little talking.
Corbin Argenbright back in the game. Inbounds for Sulphur Springs, left side of the basket with 11 seconds. Gets it into Jackson Virgil. Virgil on the dribble across the midcourt line.
He needs to get it out of his hand.
Now goes to Schubert. 3 seconds. Schubert for 3 and brushes the
Argenbright.
Argenbright got the rebound and back up.
It's going. They better score it. They did score it.
Wow, Argenbright.
What a trash bucket.
In.
That's a ball game winning shot right there.
And scores at the buzzer off the missed 3 by Jackson Schubert. We're down to a 5-point lead now for Paris, 49-44. Going to the fourth quarter. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST.
I got us with 26 points that quarter.
I don't doubt that. I can't count it that quick.
18-44.
Yeah, okay.
$16 for Paris. 48, and they've got 49. Did I miss one?
26. I've got it 26-17 in the quarter for Sulphur Springs. It was 32.
I'm missing 1 point, so I'm just going to give somebody a free throw.
Wildcats basketball on KSST. Wildcats outscore Paris in the third quarter 26-17. And we go to the fourth quarter. Sulphur Springs will have the ball, trailing by 5. 49-44. What a basket that was by Corbin Argenbright to end the third quarter.
Yep, it was
Came
awesome.
out of nowhere.
Caught it and slung it up all in the same move from behind the goal.
Here's James Johnson with an aggressive move to the basket. Jackknifes in and misses the shot, but we have a foul on the rebound attempt. Looks like it's going to go against Paris.
Should be number 1 against Jackson Virgil. That's his first. Team's first. Going to be ball out. Not going to be any kind of a shot.
Brandon Shores the foul for Paris. Inbounds play for the Wildcats on the baseline to the left of the basket. This is Jensen jumper. Will key the inbounds play for the Wildcats. Look out for that 5-second call. Bounce pass for Johnson. Easy basket off the glass. Oh, what a pass by Jumper. And a great break to the basket by James Johnson. He's having the game of his life. 49-46, a 3-point lead for Paris. Wildcat fans making a lot of noise. Here's a move into the paint, and the missed shot in and out for Paris. Rebound, Argenbright.
Protect the ball.
Out to Schubert, now to Jensen. Jumper driving the baseline on the far side. It is knocked out of bounds by the defender for Paris, and the Wildcats keep the ball down by 3, 49-46.
What a ball game we've got. Let's finish it up.
Johnson goes to Argenbright in the corner. Argenbright with a move, comes back out for Jensen. Jumper for 3 and misses.
Could have had a
off
foul
to the right.
Jackson there, so that's a good one.
Mark Heldrick Finch, the rebound for Paris, back down the floor, and here's a basket off the glass for Paris.
Grabbed his hand. We're going to count the bucket. 12. That's going to be 4 fouls on Johnson.
The basket is by Jadrian Henderson, who now has 16 points in the game. 6'4" senior. Who was the foul on? You said it was on Johnson?
Johnson got 4.
That's 4 on him. And Henderson
finishes the three-point play.
Makes the free throw. 52-56, a 6-point lead for Paris. Johnson still in the game with 4 fouls. Across the midcourt line to Schubert. Nice move into the paint, and the left hand off the glass. Good.
Nice. That was a
Jackson
great move.
Schubert. Terrific move and a nice feed by James Johnson. 4-point lead for Paris, 52-48. Paris in the front court. 3-point attempt, no good. James Johnson going for the rebound. Can't bring it in. And scrap for the ball. And Schubert was going for it, and what do we have?
They're going to just Paris's ball. He's fixed to call a full timeout. 6:37 left in the ball game.
Paris will have the ball on the near side for an inbounds play. Ball over the sideline on the near side. 52-48, a 4-point lead for Paris. It's Wildcats basketball on KSST. Two spots, James. Levels okay? Wow.
Look in your third quarter right quick on your points.
Okay.
I've got Shores with 5.
In the quarter?
In the quarter.
Probably I can't. I think I wrote one down weird,
okay.
So okay.
Heath with 6. That's okay.
Yes, 6. Tony and I are trying to match our scorebooks here.
I was 1 off, so I just colored somebody.
Paris inbounds play on the near side, and a give and go and a drive into the basket that is no good from Keaton Adamson, and the Wildcats up the floor. Here's T.J. Jones in the corner. Nails it.
Boom.
T.J. Jones, who was cold in the first half, but he's hot in the second half of the Wildcats.
But he hurt himself coming
take
down.
the lead, 52-51. Sulphur Springs with its first lead of the game, and he's hobbling a little bit. He's walking off on his own power. Let's hope he can shake that off.
Yeah, he came down. We don't have the lead. We're still down 1. But
I'm sorry.
We've been here, but that's it.
You're right.
We're closer than we were anyway.
52-51, down by 1. You're right. 5 3-pointers by T.J. Jones.
We've got to control the defensive board the rest of the ball game.
Paris on attack in the front court.
Hopefully that's on Schubert.
Driving in from the right side angle.
24, Argenbright. That's 4 on him.
4th foul on Corbin Argenbright. Jadrian Henderson. 16 points in the game, makes the first shot. (53-51), a 2-point lead still for Paris. I was getting ahead of myself a moment ago, and I saw that 3-pointer for T.J. Jones go in. Second shot, and that one's also good.
Henderson's got his stroke going from the free throw line. We don't need to be talking to him.
54-51, a 3-point lead for Paris. Here's Jackson Schubert up the right side and trying to get it back to Gio Ibarra coming up.
Right now, we're just not as crisp on our passes, and Paris has all to do with that, but we are having a hard time.
Argenbright inbounds and goes to Gio Ibarra. Here on the near side, Ibarra with 4 fouls. Ibarra around a pick by Jackson Virgil. Now to Jensen Jumper on the right wing. Now to Virgil, and Virgil loses his footing.
Finally.
Drives inside. That was a ugly looking slip there.
Yeah, number 1 went right over him. They got to get control of this. It's going to be our ball out. Paris number 1, that's his third. Team second. Both teams have 2.
Brandon Shores, his third foul. Jensen Jumper gets it in from the right side of the basket in the front court to Argenbright, to Ibarra. Now to Jumper, top of the key.
There you go.
Argenbright coming back the other way, and he is fouled by Brandon Shores. And it should be 4 fouls on Shores. 54-51 Paris.
His third. Number 1's trying to be a smart aleck. They got him pulled out. He's doing his job. We got to hold our cool because we're in technical territory right now.
3 fouls on Paris in the quarter. We go to the bonus on the 5th foul. Argenbright gets it into Gio Ibarra. Wildcats down by 3 with 5:27 to go in the game. Ibarra around a pick by Schubert. Schubert into the corner for Argenbright. And the 3-pointer no good, but the rebound Virgil. Back to Argenbright. Wildcats keep the ball. Argenbright pulls up and can't get one to go from 12 feet. And a long rebound out to Paris. And coming back out of there, thought about taking the shot was Keaton Adamson. Adamson still with the dribble.
Oh, I thought we had to
going
steal.
into the corner. And now a pass inside, and we have a foul.
That's going to go on Schubert. I'm pretty sure he pushed him. 21. That's his second.
Jackson Schubert, his second foul. And scoreboard shows 3 fouls on
three
Wildcats
each way
in the quarter. Inbounds play for Paris, right side of the basket, but they're going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Wildcats.
54-51, a 3-point lead for Paris. 4:57 to go. It's Wildcats basketball on KSST.
Oh, they're saying it was on them.
One spot, Jim. (54-51) Paris. 4:57 left to go in the ball game. Paris has led here as many as 17 points. Wildcats have cut it down to 1 point on several occasions here in the second half, but have not been able to take the lead.
We've got to limit them to 1 shot. And Henderson's trying to get the ball way out.
Tyler Heath knocks it down from 3.
We've seen that before.
Tyler Heath, deadly from out there. 57-51, a 6-point lead for Paris with 4:43 to go. Wildcats into the front court. Jensen Jumper, nice move down the baseline. Banks it off the left side of the glass for the bucket. Jumper, his second basket of the night.
Yep.
57-53, a 4-point lead for Paris. Wildcats in a man-to-man defense as they have most of the second half. And again, a 3-pointer for Heath, in and out. Left side of the arc. Loose on the floor, picked up for Paris.
Timeout, Paris. That was a smart timeout because their player was on the floor.
So another timeout for the Paris Wildcats.
30 seconds. That may be all. That's all of their timeouts. That's what I've got.
Scoreboard shows this as a 60-second timeout. 57-53, Paris by 4. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST.
No timeouts from Paris. That could be big.
Yep. Coming down to the final moments here, what has turned out to be a fantastic ball game.
Paris is questioning how many timeouts. The book has 0, and I've got 0. So we'll see. The way things are going, we're liable to have that.
Conference taking place at the scorer's table in front of us here.
0 timeouts.
Head coach Justin Hales for Paris looks a little dejected. I think maybe he lost that
That's
argument.
all right. That's the way, because I've got it there and the book has it. We've gotten hammered on a few calls, so let's get this one. Paris ball out under their goal.
To the right of the basket. They get it into Henderson. Swing it around now. And here's a pass on the left elbow. Now into the corner over on the far side. Kick it back out, and that's going to go into the backcourt.
Backcourt, maybe. We had the wrong one down there to call it.
Ball goes back to Sulphur Springs. T.J. Jones, who's been red hot, back into the game for the Wildcats. He has 5 threes, 15 points, 4 of them in the second half. And he was cold, Tony, early on. He couldn't buy a shot in the first half until very late. Inbounds play on the baseline to the right of the basket. T.J. Jones gets it in.
That's a
and
foul.
Now
there we
James
go.
Johnson driving the right side of the lane.
That's going to be on number 4. Shooting should be a shooting foul for Jones.
First
or
foul
for Johnson.
First foul on Pratt for Paris. 57-53, a 4-point.
They're not giving us a shooting foul.
I think he was passing and not shooting. That's the way I saw it. Jensen jumper to the right of the basket will get it in. And that 5-second call is
timeout.
Very close, and the Wildcats get a timeout there to avoid the 5-second call.
Great coaching by Tyler. He was right there with him, and he was watching, wasn't going to let him get a turnover.
Head coach Tyler Mitchum. 57-53 Paris. Wildcats will have the ball. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST.
So we've got 2 left. They've got none with 3 minutes and 56 seconds. That's a weapon.
Yep. Tony, what were you just now saying about the timeout?
Well, we've got 2 and Paris has none. We got 3:56 left, so this could really be in our favor, because if Paris is sitting there and they have another tie ball or something where they instinct tells them to call a foul, or call a timeout, that's a technical foul.
Right.
The old Chris Webber.
Yep.
So let's watch that and see. But that was a great job by Tyler Mitchell right there down there where he's supposed to be, and called a timeout and saved a turnover.
Well, Paris has been very tough on these inbounds.
Yes.
Their man-to-man defense. Gio Ibarra, more experienced player now, will throw it in. He's having a tough time.
And we just did it. You cannot do that, Gio. Come on, babe.
So 5-second call.
Yep. And it was legitimate. We just acted like we was in slow motion. We cannot afford that. We've got to play perfect the rest of the way.
Ball goes back to Paris in the backcourt, now across the midcourt line. Wildcats drop back on defense. Here's a runner from the right angle, and the shot was missed, but we have a foul.
That's going to be 5 on Johnson.
James Johnson then will leave the game. What a game he has played. 9 points and tremendous energy expended by James Johnson, Wildcat Jr., and an outstanding Wildcat football player as well, as you well know. So at the line for Paris is Jason Pratt. Pratt with 4 points in the game. Shot is good.
They've hit a lot of free throws lately. And we haven't even been to the line.
That's his first free throw of the night, first free throw attempt. Second shot coming. This is a shooting foul. Wildcats have not put Paris in the bonus situation yet. Makes the second shot. 59-53, a 6-point lead for
Paris.
Have
a good possession here and get a good shot.
Ibarra across the midcourt line, guarded closely. Ibarra into the paint, shovels it up, and the shot won't go.
Did everything except finish. Had a layup, just went in a little hard.
3:27 to go. Paris on attack, knifing into the paint with a runner that will not fall. And Jensen jumper, the rebound for Sulphur Springs. Left-hand dribble across the midcourt line, and jumper all the way to the baseline, up with the shot, and he is fouled.
That's going on number 4. His second. That's the 5th team, but this is going to be a shooting foul either way for jumper.
I think that Jumper had the presence of mind there, Tony, to put the shot up, realizing he was about to be fouled.
Well, he had him on his hip the whole way, but we haven't been getting that call, so feel fortunate there. Makes the first one.
Jumper now with 5 points in the game.
3:14 left, plenty of time.
He is a 66% free throw shooter. I believe that's the best on the team.
He looks very comfortable. He's got a routine. He goes around his back every time.
Makes the second shot. It gives him 5 points in the game, a 4-point Paris lead, 59-55.
Again, we've got to hold him to one shot. We're back in a man-to-man. Good job for Gio.
Keaton Armstrong, left side baseline shot, rims out, but he gets his own rebound in the paint, kicks it back out to Henderson for 3, got it.
That hurts.
Jadrian Henderson for 3, and that gives him 21 in the game by my count. Tony, here's a takeaway by Tyler Heath for Paris. The other way, Heath misses the shot. Driving inside, and the rebound by Jumper to Ibarra. Ibarra across the midcourt line. Wildcats down by 7. Ibarra back out to
Schubert.
Jackson. Schubert misses the shot on a three-pointer. And Virgil couldn't get the rebound, and back down the other way.
Now we got a foul here, and that's a good thing because they had a breakaway. Number 2, Jumper, his second. That's going to put him at the line for the rest of the game. Everybody's shooting on every foul now, but they had a wide open snowbird there, so we'll take this one.
7-point lead at 62-55 for Paris at the line.
There we go.
First shot no good.
Mr. Bad Boy, number 1, that wants to get in everybody's face. 0 for 1 on that one. Let's see if we can get him on this one.
Brandon Shores misses the first shot. Second shot is good.
Got that one. Again, we cannot have any turnovers. We've got to be perfect.
Back to an 8-point lead.
2 minutes and 20 seconds. Timeout, Coach Mitchum.
Gio Ibarra just shoving one of the Paris players there. That was Keaton Adamson. As Gio was going to the bench.
Yep, that's just Bush League right there. Gio had the ball and they went and grabbed it. There better not be anything here. But the wrong guy is talking, so I'm going to say, and Paris coach is sitting there with him.
I didn't see what happened leading up to the shove.
Well, Gio had the ball because of timeout, and Paris came and grabbed it, and then there was a shove. So it shouldn't be anything.
Official talking with Justin Hales, the head coach of Paris, and he looks disappointed and unhappy. So I think
he just said something about number 12. He may have given 12 and 3 a double T, and that's going to get Gio out of the ball game.
He is a fiery player for the Wildcats, but I think he looks like he's taking his jersey off, so he may be.
I think they called a technical on 12 and a technical on 3, and Paris is just happy as they can be. This has not been a well-officiated ball game, and that's not the reason that we're losing right now, but you expect a better ball game than this. Going to be the Wildcats ball with 2:17, down 8.
So there was no technical call.
Yes, there was a double technical. That's how come Gio's out of the ball game. So it's just our ball. It's just we called timeout.
Jumper working inside and dishes to Jackson Virgil for the banker off the glass. Good. Virgil now with 10 points in the game. Great feed there by Jensen Jumper. 63-67, a 6-point lead for Paris. Paris working the ball in the front court. Now they are looking like they might like to take some time off the clock here. Kick it into the corner and an air ball and chased down. The long rebound by Schubert. Schubert going to Jumper. Kind of out of control here, and the ball lost over the baseline, goes back to Paris.
Had a 2-on-1, but you got to make a better pass. Good hustle, good hustle.
A minute 35 to go, 63-57 Paris. 6-point lead. Paris gets it into the backcourt, no pressure from the Wildcats until Paris gets to the midcourt line, and the Wildcats will pick them up at midcourt. Across the midcourt line now is Keaton Adamson. Adamson into the paint, kicks it outside, open three, air ball no good. Argenbright lost it, but it's picked up by Virgil for Sulphur Springs with a minute 14 to go.
There we go.
And they get it down to Jensen Jumper, who is fouled as he goes up for three. Is that going to be a three?
No, they got him on the floor, number 1, but he'll get 2 shots. The Jumper's going to get 2 more free throws.
Now that's Brandon Shores. I have it as 5 on him.
Well,
what do you have?
I've got it all mixed up. We need both of these from Jensen.
Shot on the way and misses the first one. Jumper again, a 66% free throw shooter.
Minute 12.
2 of 3 so far tonight. 6 points for Jensen Jumper. Here comes the second shot, 63-57. He can cut it to 5. Shot on the way, and it's good.
Got that
one. A minute 12 to go. Man-to-man, full court pressure now. And across the midcourt line on the run for Paris.
There you go.
That is Keaton Adamson, and his shot was no good, and it's out of bounds and will belong to Sulphur Springs.
Paris coach having a fit, but that was a good no call there because they completely initiated.
Argenbright gets it in. Here's a bounce pass back to Argenbright from Jensen Jumper, and in the corner. It's good. That is Jensen Jumper, the three-pointer. Jensen Jumper, the three-pointer in the corner.
Wildcats,
and it is 63-61, a 2-point lead for Paris.
I think we called the last timeout, full timeout, and that means nobody's got any left. No, they still saying we got one. Good.
2-point lead for Paris, 63-61. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST. Just the one spot, James, and get it back to us. Under a minute to go. Paris leads 63-61 with the ball.
We've got to have a stop here and a rebound. They're trying to take time off.
Adamson. And there was Heath driving in from the right side baseline and missing a shot. Ball will go back to Paris, out of bounds. In the corner on the near side. They get it into Henderson. Wildcats man-to-man defense. Henderson guarded by Schubert.
They've got it in their free throw shooter's hands
over on the far side. Down to 23 seconds. Bounce pass into the corner. They're trying to run out the clock here. Henderson out near midcourt. Wildcats may have to consider a foul.
We're going to, but we can't foul these. These two make everything. We got to foul 4 or somebody. 21, Schubert, that's his third.
And this is Tyler Heath going to the line. He's a dead eye shot.
Yep, that's the thing. Him and Henderson both out here is ones that have been handling it, which is smart from their side.
Heath makes the first shot. That gives him 15 points in the game as I have it. And a second shot coming, 64-61, still a one-possession game. Makes the second shot. It's a
13 seconds
4-point lead.
We got to get it.
Jensen jumper pulls up for 3, off the mark, chased down by Virgil, 5 seconds, and Schubert up with a shot for 3, no good, and the buzzer sounds. There's a tomahawk jam at the other end there by Paris, and the tempers may flare here somewhat. That basket did not count, but Paris is going to win this game 65-61. And I tell you what, the tempers have been flaring all night long. And it's important now that both teams go to the locker room and cool off. And also for the fans to cool off a little bit. 65-61, Paris wins. But what a comeback by the Wildcats.
Yep.
Paris led by as many as 17 points in the first half. And they led by 14 at halftime. We'll have to total it up and see what the scoring was in the second half. But a great showing here by the Wildcats, and here's a handshake at midcourt between the two head coaches, Tyler Mitchum for Sulphur Springs and Justin Hales. I'd like to hear that conversation.
Yeah.
But they're
hopefully
parting
put some class in it. But I knew the players was going to be like that. And then some of the fans for both sides weren't acting the best.
Wildcats not interested in moral victories, but if there is one, it might be this one, coming from 17 points behind, cutting it to 1 against the number 12 team in 4A basketball in the state of Texas, the Paris Wildcats. Come back and wrap this up after this. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST. Give us 4 minutes. Yes. So we can total things up. Seven, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16. 13, 14, 16. Okay.
Okay, here's what I've got scoring-wise for Sulphur Springs.
Okay.
Jumper with 10.
Okay, I had him with 8, but you're probably right.
Barra with 2.
Yep.
TJ with 15.
Yep.
Johnson with 10.
Okay.
Schubert with 6. Argenbright with 8.
Yep.
And Virgil with 10. That ends up with whatever, 61.
Does that add up?
Yeah, it adds up.
I didn't write the score down, Tony. What was it?
61. I think it's 65-61.
Okay, thank you, God. Boy, they're so quick to turn the darn scoreboard. I've got Jadrian Henderson with 22 for Paris.
I have 21, but I may be off one. I think I am, so I'm going to put him with 22.
I've got Heath with 16.
Well, I've got Heath with 17.
Okay.
So let's see if I add up 6, 9, 11, 17, 34, 40, 43. I've got it. It adds up to 65. I've got, let's start at the top. Finch has 3.
Yeah.
Shores has 6.
Yeah.
Roberts 2.
Yeah.
Pratt 6.
Yeah.
Heath 17.
Okay.
Adamson 6.
Okay. Yes.
Reed 3.
Yep.
And 22 for Henderson.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
That adds up to 65.
Okay.
So Heath got his 17 points again.
Wildcats basketball on KSST, and a barn burner here tonight at Wildcat Gym. Unfortunately, the Wildcats lose it 65-61, and I don't think we've had the chance yet to total up. It shouldn't be that hard, though, to figure out the scoring in the second half.
Second half, we had Paris had 33, and we had 43.
That's what I thought. 10-point. Yeah. So Sulphur Springs outscores Paris 43-33 in the second half. And the Wildcats cut that lead down to 1 on several occasions. And Tony, you made a comment midway through the half that
catching up, and then you just can't quite get over the hump.
You get all the way back, and the Wildcats almost did.
Yep.
And I thought they did at one point. Got a little over-enthusiastic. But it's once you get there, you tend to lose your mojo somehow.
All of your effort is to catch up, and then all of a sudden, when you catch up, sometimes you tense up a little. Great basketball game, and a lot of credit to the Wildcats, the Sulphur Springs Cats, for coming back, because after the way it started out at halftime, 32-18. We could have laid an egg in the second half, but we really gave it everything. And I'm going to say it, people can gripe all they want to, but we did not get the same officiating in the third and fourth quarter at our end of the floor. That 4 points, that's tough, because we had one little stretch there where all we had to do was look at them at their end, and the other end they let them go.
Yeah.
So, but that's why you got to play it that way.
But a terrific high school basketball game, and again, the Wildcats going up against the number 12 team in the state here. I mean, they are playing some good basketball.
They absolutely are, and we had a combination of zone and man-to-man tonight. So we've been wondering when they were going to mix it a little bit. And they did that tonight, and we just got in too big of foul trouble. We had that double technical that fouled out Ibarra, and that hurt us because he's so good on both ends and so fast that was just if they'd have called it correctly, the Parrish kid came and took the ball out there and instigated it. So the double foul really wasn't necessarily the right call.
So very quickly, before we get locked out of the gym here, we'll recap scoring for Sulphur Springs. Jensen Jumper, the sophomore, had a good night, and all in the second half, 10 points.
Every bit.
Gio Ibarra, 2. T.J. Jones got hot, 15 points, 5 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's all he did was hit threes.
James Johnson was sensational all night long, 10 points, but that does not communicate the quality of play from him tonight.
He had,
he ended up fouling out, but that's from just total effort, both ends of the floor. Jackson Schubert had a good night with 6. Corbin Argenbright, 8, the senior, and Jackson Virgil, the sophomore, 10 points for Sulphur Springs. We won't go through all of the Paris scoring, but Jadrian Henderson, their 6'4 senior, the dominant player for the most part on the floor tonight, didn't score until the second quarter, but ended up with 22.
Yep.
And Tyler Heath, I've got him as a junior, but outstanding young player for Paris. And again, also their quarterback on the football team, tells you what kind of athlete he is. 17 points for Sulphur for Paris tonight.
My niece sent me a text for me to not get thrown out. She has felt my ire. Okay, Tyler Heath is a junior. Okay. They announced him as a sophomore earlier.
I got that off the roster that you were able to get for me today. So Wildcats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. It's a 65-61 win for Paris over Sulphur Springs tonight. Wildcats on the road at Bonham, although that game probably also will have been moved to
it'll
Thursday.
Switch to Thursday. Everything will.
They were going to play Friday night, but that's now going to be Thursday. And the Lady Cats at home then Thursday night against Bonham. They are playing the Lady Cats at Parrish tonight. We'll have that score for you in the morning on KSST. But they will play Thursday night, the Lady Cats here at home at 6:15. So James Terry, our producer in the KSST studio. Matt Jensen is our technical director and video producer. You can see this one back later on YouTube and Channel 18. Tony Flippett, our great color commentator. Always a fun night when we get to work with Tony. So, again, our final here, 65-61. Paris over Sulphur Springs. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we say goodnight from Wildcat Gym.